Welcome to L&N Federal Credit Union Stadium. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the TCU Horned Frogs and the Louisville Cardinals. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe, some interesting storylines setting up in this one.
I caught up with the Cardinals head coach before the game. He loves how his team has come out and dominated in the conference so far this season, but he understands the road gets even harder now. He's talked to his team about getting off to a fast start, that's important to set the tone here today. They want to keep that undefeated streak alive in conference play, but it all begins right now. We'll see if they can do it against a very tough opponent. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Cardinals ready to kick it away first. On the move from inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Offense in a bunch formation. One man in the backfield and he gets it. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
And that is absolutely not a surprise. Great job by the defense. And what did they do? They doubled him. Palmer, you got a #1 receiver out wide that we know they're going to force feed. How do you take it away? How do you send those double teams? What kind of coverages do you mix up? But a lot of attention early on that young man.
Yeah, and I think for the quarterback, David, that's one you've just got to give that one to the defense and say, good call. You doubled my best receiver. I got to go somewhere else with the football. And you're going to get opportunities to throw this guy the ball. He's one of the best in the entire...
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. Rolls right. Quarterback's got the first. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
Man, you got to lock in on your keys. When they run this kind of offense and they do the replays, somebody has to account for the quarterback, and they forgot who that was, and he made them pay with a big play.
Fresh setter downs going to the air. Moving out to the right. Throwing on the run. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. The Horned Frogs have it with a first and goal. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
And that's a great job finishing the drive, but man, I got to go back. I love the fourth down call. Being aggressive, first drive of the football game for this offense. They set a tone, they cap it off, they create momentum to start.
TCU 7, Louisville 0.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The give. Turning it on. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, More big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll give it to him again. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
See some running room. Turning on the Jets. The 30. They believe in this running game, and they take it all the way down to the 25 before he goes out of bounds.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. It was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Now he's looking to throw it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Handoff from the gun. Pass to 6. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals!
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And it was finished off by a terrific 26-yard touchdown run. And he takes this from inside the 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Horned Frogs offense takes the field ready to get going. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. He'll try to do it himself. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. And the Horned Frogs come to the line in the hurry-up.
And, man, I love his courage to run the football. And I think it's necessary for the team. Sometimes you got to do that. But, man, see the surroundings, right? Like, knowing guys are around you. He gets hit late at the end of that play, and he got decked. You do not want to take those shots throughout a game. They will add up, and sometimes it will affect your throwing. That's too big of a hit to be taken for this quarterback.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Payne. Shakes off the defender. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Running to the left. Fighting off the defender. Breaks into the open. Past the 30. The 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, TCU! Getting set for the point after. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty.
Number 48, set to advance on the football.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Quentin Joyner.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They have set the tone in this one already inside a minute to play in a wild first quarter. They'll run it. Nowhere to go.
And I love when defenses see pulling guards, because what you're supposed to do is run through immediately. If you're a linebacker, you see a pulling guard, I'm running through that gap. If you're a defensive lineman and that guard pulls in front of you, I run down the line of scrimmage and chase. Great job seeing that puller, making a play, getting a tackle for a loss.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And the Cardinals send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Long way to go on 2nd down. They'll try the right side. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Churns into the pile. And he's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, and that'll do it for the first quarter. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Move to his right. They got him for the sack, and they'll get the ball back after the 4th down stop.
And, man, a lot of times it's hard to outrun that blitz, and they bring pressure. They push him outside of the pocket. Nice job covering downfield. Nobody open. He can't find a place to go with the football, and this is exactly what you should do. Keep hunting. Keep chasing. They finally catch him, get the big sack on 4th down.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Right back to it. There he goes. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. Give him 88 yards on the ground so far, and he looks to be well on his way to a 1,500-yard season. Wants to throw on 1st. A strike downfield. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a 1st down in the red zone. The Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback signaling to his guy. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down. And the Cardinals headed quickly to the line. Second down, gonna throw it. Throws quickly. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Plows his way ahead. stop just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The Cardinals kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Here's Joyner. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Louisville!
And I like this offense. They didn't panic. A lot of times you see offenses panic and want to get back in it when they're down really quickly, and they force the issue. They stayed patient. They stayed within themselves, and we're an extra point away from being a tied football game.
And he puts through the extra point. So that drive didn't have to cover a lot of ground, going 47 yards, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Got enough for the first down. Gets away from one. He's got space.
And I don't want to marginalize you guys' athletic ability, but I feel like Palmer and Davis both could have ran through that hole. I mean, that was unbelievable job by the offensive line, paving the way. He's getting to the second level before he's even getting contacted. That better change for this defense, or they're going to be in for a long game.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
And this offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage. You can't let them just move down the field and get a first down on every single play they run.
They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Still looking to his right. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Might as well run him again. Got some green grass. He's got enough. That gives him 54 yards on the ground, and he is well within striking distance of a 1,200-yard rushing season. The Horned Frogs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Out wide right, it's Shelton. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
With the run on 1st and goal. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. The Cardinals decide to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4. Louisville calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Buying a little time to his left. And a sack all the way back at the 5. The Cardinals will now use their final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. Never a doubt. And they go back on top.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Hold and fire complete. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
The give. At the 40, there he goes. Flying down the left side. The 20. He's at the touchdown, Cardinals. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
Really nice physical running that time. Nice push up front by the offensive line. Getting in for the touchdown. They now take a one-possession lead here with just a little bit of time left in the first half.
And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll try it over the left side. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Can't get him to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Trying to make magic with his feet. At the 35, he's open. Big gainer there that'll look good in the stat column, but not quite enough to put any points on the board before time expires here in the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
One of the biggest days of the college football season, and we've got you covered here from the EA Sports Studios in Orlando. We start with Appalachian State taking on the James Madison Dukes.
Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return.
And it's the Mountaineers with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team.
The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Spins away from the defense. They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Making the adjustment on the play. Snaps on 4th down. Hit as he throws. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Buying time to his right. Turning it on. He's at the touchdown, Horned Frogs. They take the lead here in the 2nd half. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. They'll ride him again. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5.
And on 2nd down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a 3rd down situation where you had to throw the football.
Got a little grass. He's at the 40. At the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Cardinals.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
And the point after is good. He'll bring it, and the ball is loose on the return. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they'll steal a possession.
Hey, as a return guy, you know that you're going to get popped. You know you've got guys that have a 50-yard run at you trying to dislodge the football. You've got to do a better job of ball security.
Keeps it on the ground. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. And the Cardinals are in the hurry-up. Keep it on the ground. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Cardinals! That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive. Just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the boxes. Still, this guy has been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. TCU ready to crank things up on this drive. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Breaks into the open. He's up to 107 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Timeout taken by TCU. It's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. feels right. He's going to run it. Gets the first himself. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. And the Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10.
What an individual effort there by the quarterback on the RPO, because everybody was covered. He just takes off, and he shows you his
pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And that's a better job by this defense. That's exactly what they've got to start doing more. He's had a lot of success on the ground. It's apparent. He will take off and move. So how do we keep him in the pocket? Get him behind the line of scrimmage, fluster him a little bit, and don't let him use those wheels.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Maybe a crease. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. The Horned Frogs back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Right side, it's Shelton. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Buys time to his left. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long. And the Horned Frogs are threatening on 1st and goal. Trying to run, it's Payne. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, TCU!
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy.
Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive.
I love the coverage by the defense right here. Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a 2-point conversion. The interception was just gravy.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
95-96 bridge. 95-96 bridge. Go, go.
Rides to the back. Fights off a defender. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Season alley. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. He wants to take the top off. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. And after that gargantuan fourth down stop, now a chance to put together a game-winning drive here. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss.
Well, trailing late in the game right now, the offense obviously needs better plays than that, and they took a negative play. But at least the good news is they got out of bounds, so they were able to stop the clock. They've got to dial something up here that's going to get a big play.
He stopped right at the 29-yard line, and it'll be fourth down. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. TCU calls its second timeout. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. And just like they drew it up, right? Put it on the ground, get the first down.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls down.
From the red zone, it's Payne. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. See if they can get it done on second and goal. Out wide right, it's Shelton. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
This offense needed a big play, and that is the guy that they need to go to help create a spark on offense. Awesome job.
He'll set up to throw. Sweet grab in the end zone for the 2. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Louisville's offense has taken the field, and they look ready to go. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Gonna take a shot. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
And you got to
hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Louisville calls its second timeout. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Needs it here on fourth down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And that's such a good job by this defense. This offense is trying to find a spark, trying to get back in this football game. They're trying to be aggressive. The defense answers, and now you put your offense in a beautiful position to go out, execute a really good drive, and put a little distance between the other squad.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives, and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. He'll pull it down and run. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. The Horned Frogs want to move quickly. Moves to his right. And he is corralled short of the line to gain. Timeout taken by the Horned Frogs. That's their final one. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Release to the back. Working the middle, it's complete.
You know, you always talk about risk-reward. Gambling and going for it with the lead on 4th down right there and getting it, the reward could be winning the game. That was an unbelievable play. And how about this coaching staff putting their faith in their players to come up with the execution and make it happen?
And the Horned Frogs trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. 1 more yard on this 2nd down. Might just put an exclamation point on this one. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, TCU! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Escapes the pressure going right. Stands in and takes the hit. Good job just to get rid of that one.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds in this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Quickly complete.
Running backs nowadays, they are wide receivers. I mean, you got to feature them in the pass game. Why? Because you get matchups on linebackers like this. Great job getting the football near the line of scrimmage. Bam, break a tackle, make something happen, get 10+.
Going downfield for the big play. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not giving up anything big.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. He'll pull it down. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds.
You know, and with that scramble play, you got to give it to him. He's trying everything he can do just to get this home crowd back into this game and get them loud again. He's trying to build momentum. Really nice job scrambling out of danger there on 4th down, picking up the first. They're obviously trailing, but in college football, it ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a